Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Starco Gaming and we are back with another Marvel Future Fight video. Guys, today in this amazing video we're gonna take Jean Grey with a CTP of Rage and we're gonna face Ebony Maw stage 99. This is going to be awesome, guys, I'm telling you. Now before we jump into the gameplay section so you guys can actually see it in action, we're gonna go through the build. We're gonna talk about the strikers, or rotation a little bit, then we're gonna jump in the gameplay. But before all of that, guys, just want to remind you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to click the bell next to the subscribe button to get notified when we post a new video, go live with a live stream. We stream every Friday, Saturday night, 7 p.m. Pacific time, and we do have crystal giveaway in every single stream. Also, guys, if you want to play Marvel Future Fight on PC, make sure to check the description down below and click on the link next to play Marvel Future Fight on PC. So first we're going to start with the build. You can see my rank is 4,193, so she is very far from being one of the top Jean Grey in the world. Very far, guys, but we do have pretty solid stats on her. We have max cooldown, max ignore defense, obviously. We have, let's say, max dodge for the CTP of Rage, over the cap of critical rate, because you only need 40% since you get 30% since you get 45% from the 5th skill, if I'm not mistaken. We're gonna say we are capped in critical damage too. 51,174 energy attack, and that is without an actual leadership. We have her set up as a lead with no team up in the team right now. So those are our stats. If we look at the gear, Euro, we have 2 energy attack per gear. We have some HP Odin Blessing. That's just because I used to have her build for PvP. Yeah, for PvP. We have a little bit of critical damage, a little bit of dodge to min-max those stats as much as possible. If we look at the ESO set is stage 11 in effect. We could do even better if we had this ESO set fully awakened. I do believe that Overdrive is the best ESO set for her in my personal opinion, at least with my stats. So the stats we get here is all attack, all defense, critical rate, critical damage 8.5%, ignore defense 8.1%, activation rate 12% chance when attacking, plus 35% increase of all attack for 20 seconds with a cooldown time of 55 seconds. We look at the custom gear. We have a CTP of Rage getting 25.6% critical rate, 28.1% dodge. By the way, guys, if you have a CTP of Rage with low critical rate, she's the perfect target because of the critical rate buff she gets from the 5th skill. We have the max stats after that on this CTP of Rage, which is increase 0.9% damage per 1% dodge rate and critical rate, and ignore boss damage decreased by 60% for 5 seconds. Those are the max stats you can have on her. Uniform wise, we have the uniform to mythical, and we have every single bonus uniform. Not all mythical, the bonus uniform, but still we have them. So we get dodge from the first uniform, Nightcrawler X-Force. We get energy attack from the second uniform, Agent Venom, Anti-Venom. We get ignore defense from the third uniform from Marvel Iron Fist. We get dodge on the 4th from War Machine Avengers, the Initiative, and then we get critical damage from the 5th uniform, which is a Black Cat, all new, all different. So those are pretty much the stats we have on there. Now we talk about the buff. You can see here, guys, first you get 10% from that 5th skill, 10% all speed, so your attack speed, if you have 120% attack speed, you're pretty much capped. Then after that you get 45% critical rate, so you actually only need 30% critical rate on your stat sheets. Very easy to cap her critical rate. And also you do get 45% increase of all attack on this skill, which is pretty awesome. So basically you want to make sure that you reapply the skills at least every 10 seconds or less, so you can actually keep those 3 buff up at all time. Then other skills, there's nothing really special. Well, you get a mine resistance down on the 3rd skill. Definitely that is one of the most important skill. You want to use that skill before you use your big attack that do mine damage, which exclude the tier 3 skill. And also you accumulate damage through that skill, which is very useful. And the other 2 skills skills don't have anything special. We have a CC from that second skill, so you only need to bring one CC strikers, which is awesome, and then nothing else that's very special on it. So basically, what's gonna be important, guys, with the skills here is simple. Proc on tier 3. That's the #1 priority. You want to get your proc on your tier 3 because your tier 3 is going to be most of your damage, but does not benefit from your mind resist down, sadly. Okay, so proc on the tier 3 is #1 priority. After that, with the regular rotation, you want to use the 3rd skill before you use your 5th skill, and then 4th skill and 2nd skills. Well, okay, let's say it like that. Basically, you want to use your 3rd skill every time it's available, but you want to sync it with the 5th skill and the 4th skill as much as possible. Then for the 2nd skill, you want to use the 2nd skills for when you use the 4th skill and 5th skill, so between the 5th skill and the 4th skill if you can, so the boss does not move while you're using all that damage going with the mind resistance down, which is kind of what's important. But mostly you spam the skills, honestly. You spam but in a specific order. You don't worry about the proc when you're actually playing the rotation. When you're not doing the tier 3, only worry about the proc when you're doing the tier 3. But other than that, you spam your skill, but you try to use the 3rd skill before the 4th and 5th skill. Well, it's like 3, 5, 4, 2, for example. That will be a good rotation here to actually get your mind resistance down, your buff from your 5th skill, and as much damage as possible from all those skills together. The rotation, you're going to see more in action, but you can see that every time I had good damage outside of when I was using my tier 3 skills was because I was using the mind resistance down from the 3rd skill. And that's pretty much it. Now, what about the strikers? The strikers are a very, very, very important part of this fight because we already get 100% mind resistance down, so you do not need to bring Psylocke, and you do not want to bring Scarlet Witch, because if you bring Scarlet Witch and she applies the 50% mind resistance down before you do your 3rd skill, well, your mind resistance down is locked to 50%. You cannot get it up to 100%, so that literally screw you up. Plus, she can actually affect your defense down, so you do not want to bring Scarlet Witch. Now, it's very important. Now, the 5 strikers I actually brought with me in the gameplay. I'm going to show it to you guys right away. We're just going to set a random team here. Definitely not doing a Bunny 99 with this team. So the 5 strikers I was using here is Weapon X for the 100% defense down. Negasonics to get that defense down as fast as possible, because one hit of Negasonics gives you 60% defense down. So if you get the defense down applied by Weapon X, then right away Negasonics pop, she's gonna get hit to 60%, makes it a lot easier to actually get it up to 100%. Then we're gonna have this girl, Rachel Summers, because she's gonna do the CC, the mind control every time she strike, and also she's going to bring you 10% energy attack and 5% fire damage, which is very useful. So those are the 3 strikers for when attacking, and then we get 2 strikers when attacked. Basically, with those strikers, they are mostly never going to pop because Jean Grey rarely get touched. Basically, they're just there to give you 24% increased damage done to super villain type characters. What's really important is the first 3 strikers, guys. The first 2 defense down, the 3rd one for CC. You want to avoid bringing Scarlet Witch. She's gonna make you do less damage in this situation. You want to avoid bringing any other defense down. They're gonna make you do less damage in this situation. This is really the perfect striker list for Jean Grey in Ebony Maw, by the way, guys. So that is what I recommend you. So next, guys, we're gonna go into the gameplay section so you can see my Gaul in action and see how she's burning down the house, guys. Definitely. So again, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to drop a like on this video to show your support to the channel. You all enjoy the gameplay, guys, and on that, I will see you next time.